Hello and welcome everybody to yet another music production live stream. I am Felix Rösch, Berlin-based composer, mining the edges of electronic, ambient and classical music. That's what I do for more than 10 years now, and on these live streams here you will find a very small and beautiful community of music makers from all over the world sharing our passion and our stories, and always learning new stuff together while I'm live streaming all my music making sessions. Today we are... first, if you would like to join, just say hi. I read out every message and I would love to talk to you. So, usually I would do these 3 times a week. Right now I'm probably doing these a little more often. Probably in the morning, usually, like 2 hours, sometimes more. So today we're going to continue working on a track we've been working on for the last couple of live streams. I'm just going to open that in the background here. And I'm really looking forward to this. Wait, something weird happened right now. Anyway, doesn't matter. So, without further ado, let's just get right to the point and fade out this beautiful music. Thank you. Let's go to the screen. Now there is something missing here. Ooh. Okay. Well, that's the way it is. Okay. So I think we should just listen to this once and see what it is we did a couple of days ago. Okay. That's very... I don't think we should do these didum-bum-bum because that's like a... I think Kayamos is their name. That's one-to-one what they did. So I would rather avoid that. Okay, it can't find the files because they were on an external hard drive. That hard drive is not connected right now, I think. I think. Yeah, okay, so what I'll do is I will get that hard drive and connect it, so hopefully it works then. Hey, universal sound shifts. Writes, hi, the scattered file struggle is real. Yes. I mean, but for, because of that, I love this Ableton function, collect and save all, where it basically goes to all the places and just collects all the files you're using in one project and, collects them into that one location where the main file is saved. But apparently I forgot to do that. So, yeah. there's that. Now let's see if it... No new candidates found. No! No, that's bad. Okay, let's try another hard drive. Because I have two that basically look the same. And it must be on one of them. But I think the other one is empty. Oh no! I was too quick. Wait. I'm so sorry. That's like the worst music production live stream. But, you know, in all honesty, this is part of music production as well. Managing files and managing hard drives and all that stuff. So I'm not... Oh, it's not empty. Okay. You know, I'm just showing you how it is and what I'm doing. No new candidates found. Universal sound shifts right. So recognizable though. Yeah, well, but man, and I just thought, okay, let's. It doesn't matter. We'll just leave it there. We don't need these files anyway, but we kind of do. Let's see what this is. Spotify live impros. Yeah. These are all the live improvisations, and we need these. It's kind of weird that it did not find the files because they should be there. So let's select that folder. Oh, this is so musical. So much fun. So sorry. But, you know, yes, 2 new candidates found. That's what I wanted to see. All right. Now the reason we started this track here like this is because in one of the improvisations we did in May, because back then I started every new live stream with about 20 minutes of improvisation, we found this here. That was, I think, on the 13th of May or something. Or maybe it was June, I'm not sure. And I kind of liked this. This. Yeah, and you know, starting from that, I kind of wanted to explore this. So I re-recorded some synth yesterday. Oh no, it was I think on Wednesday, probably. It's a nice piano sound. I like this piano sound so much. A little less reverb, maybe. Universal Sound Shifts asks, did you muffle the piano? Well, I kind of did. There is a felt piano sound, like felt between, felt piano. With my piano, there is some kind of a damper. So it was basically, I mean, this piano is from, I don't know, 1970 something. It's a very good piano, and it has this function where you can move a piece of felt between the hammers and the strings just to make it quieter. And originally this was intended like something like this, you know. Originally this was intended to just be able to play like at night or when you shouldn't be that loud. But then Niels Fram came along and made a couple of recordings using that. And they sounded so nice and so beautiful, and everybody loved it. And I mean, to be fair, they are really beautiful. And since then, everybody is kind of doing that. And the reason for that, why I started doing that, is, I mean, first of all, I like the sound as well, but it completely removes the features of the room the piano is in. I mean, not completely, but pretty much. So I have a quite shitty room here. I mean, it's a big room. That's a plus. but acoustically it's really bad. Yeah, but the piano still sounds really good. So, and it's really warm, like. And you can hear the hammers moving and the keys clicking and stuff like that. Universal Sound Shifts writes, yep, they are. Not sure what I said. And here she writes, yeah, it does, nice improv. Thank you. Yeah, that's something I found when I started to live stream, that like the piano is the instrument I've been playing since I was like 4 years old, and have ever since been playing and been improvising on this. So it's kind of, you know, what I'm drawn to the most. I also like to play the cello and play with synthesizers and all that stuff, but yeah, when I wanted to do live stream improvisation, it was pretty obvious that I wanted to do that. What was that? Okay. Man, I like the piano. Not sure about the electronics in the background, honestly. And this is another track where we could actually use a kick drum. It's funny, I've been doing so many tries to use a kick drum in one of my tracks. Just a 4 on the floor. You know, something like that. But it never really worked. There was always a point where I said, no, let's get rid of this. Oh, and there I got... It's funny when the email receiving sound, bing! And there's another one. That was so frustrating. No, starting, and then there's a bing, and then you start again, and there's another bing. Doesn't matter. So we get rid of this. Now I think from this piano recording from Wednesday, we're just going to build the track around this, because it's a good recording. It's a good recording, and it kind of works. And it's more of an ambient shifting piece. We need to cut out some stuff. Yeah, let's use more of the key click. So I have basically 2 sets of microphones. One is behind the piano. It's a Neumann KM184 stereo microphone pair. It's a very good pair of microphones. And that's for the meat of the sound. That's this. And then in front there's a Phantom Brauner Classic and a Rode NT1A. And they just capture the key clicks and stuff like that. And the finger movement. And together, it sounds really good. And if you add some reverb, it's even better. Yeah, I think we'll just build around this improvisation on the piano. Which is not... Well, it's kind of an improvisation, but based on the material of an earlier improvisation. I like these rhythmic illusions where you think dum 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 dum. That's it feels like the beat, but in reality it's dum. So we need to have these, feature these in some way, I think. Oh. But that was bad. Okay, this needs to go So, Universal Sound Shifts, in case you're still there, what are you doing? What are you up to? It's always nice to see new faces here. Are you making music? Because in a way, everybody who's coming to these live streams is a musician in one way or another. Universal Sound Shifts writes, actually I am editing a video for a theater show. That's funny. Because I'm a video. Interesting. I'm working in theater productions a lot. Like this is probably the main thing I do for the last like 5 years. It became really predominant. Last 3 years maybe, but it's more like 30% of everything I earned making music was from making music for theater productions. But I never really worked with somebody doing video. Universal Sound Shifts writes, but I would rather be making music at the moment. Yes. Oh well. You know, we can't always do what we really want to do. Like most of the time we're trying to get as close to it as possible. And if we're lucky, we can do that sometime. Like right now, you know, I'm doing exactly what I want to do. Exactly what I want to do. But I'm not directly getting paid for it, you know. I mean, there are Spotify stream things, so I get some money there. There are sync deals which will come probably later, hopefully. They usually come. So there is money to be earned by what I'm doing right now, but not right now. You know, nobody's paying me to sit here. And so the rest of the day I also love to take care of my daughter, and I love to do all the other stuff, but you know, you can't always get what you want. That's fine. As long as you have some time, so, you know, as long as you have some time to actually make music at some other point in time, that's good. You're good. And Universal Sound Shifts writes, so I decided to listen to you make some music instead. Hey, that's good. I mean, I always learn something when I watch people live stream, like their music production. And it's never like, now we're doing a lesson on whatever XYZ, but most of the time it's, you know, these little, just small nuggets here and there. Okay, I kind of like the original synthesizer a little bit better, like this here. Oh, really? Universal Sound Shifts writes, yes, I'm fortunate to make some money by playing improvised music live. That's awesome. What type of music do you is it you're playing? Is it like are you sitting on a cello and just doing that? Or wow, although this is actually fine. No, I just want this to be a little bit random. It shouldn't feel like there's a 4-bar grid and then we repeat the next grid and it's 4 bars again, and you know, then we have 8 bars and very symmetric structure. It should be more chaotic. So I think we'll cut this piano track here in a way that kind of works. Because right now it's 6 minutes long. I think that's too long for this idea to carry. Maybe it's not. Ah, okay, Universal Sound Shifts writes, well, I got into Ableton and hang drum playing a couple of years ago and love mixing acoustic instruments with production techniques. That sounds really interesting. Like the hang drums. I actually know somebody who teaches these and is pretty, how do you call it, successful in that regard. And, you know, before I met him, I was kind of on the fence of whether I liked this instrument or not. Because I sometimes felt it's like a no-skill instrument. You just bim, 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 and it sounds good. But then, you know, after hearing him play, I was like, oh, okay, that's really good. That's really good. And was really moved and impressed by what this instrument actually can do. So yeah, that kind of changed my mind about this instrument. And it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. So you're mixing, that sounds interesting. And you're doing that live on stage. And you're getting paid for it. It's even better. But it might be a little problematic right now, right? With, you know, or are there concerts? Like, probably depending on where you are. If you're in South Korea or in New Zealand, everything's very good. If you're in Europe, not so good. And Universal Sound Shifts, right? So I really hope to pick up some of your cool production techniques. Yeah, well, it's not like I'm here to teach you anything, really. You know, my main objective is to write music and to produce music within the time frame I have. But usually, you know, if although right now it might be a little bit boring because I will probably just cut this piano track in a way that kind of works. So, you know, on the other live streams, depending on what we're doing, right? Sometimes I'm mixing stuff and that might be more interesting. But right now we're in the very, very vulnerable creative space where we're just creating the basic skeleton of a track, and that's not so much production based, you know, not so many production techniques applied there. Maybe there will. And Universal Sound Shifts adds in parentheses from the rest of your channel. Yeah, I wanted to, you know, I wanted to do more of these music production videos, but the thing is, I mean, the question is always, why am I doing that, right? It's not, I mean, I'm obviously not making any money from that, so I just like to share the stuff I've learned in a way. You know, I think I would be a good teacher, but because it's a lot of fun for me to teach people stuff. But then again, it's also really time consuming to make these videos. And I don't have much time at the moment, so, you know, I have a small kid which is in kindergarten right now, but still a lot of work and lots of time I used to have, which I don't have anymore. So I really have to be careful with where I spend my time and how I spend my time, because otherwise it's all gone, and you know, you know how this goes, right? Universal Sound Shifts writes, yeah man, I just go for it. Yeah man, just go for it. I love that part of the process as well. Yeah, it's I mean, honestly, the part I like the most is the very beginning and the very end, because, you know, there's a promise, like an inherent promise in the beginning that this will be the best thing you ever did, and eventually you will come to understand that it won't, but it will be okay, probably. So, you know, that valley of despair is real, and then after some time you plateau at some, you know, okay, this is okay. This is like 70% okay. And that's usually where it ends for me. And that's good. And some of the tracks that have been like, for example, right now there's a track performing really, really well on Spotify that I thought was like, meh, was okay. Where is it? Final Parade. And this actually landed on like 2 big Spotify playlists, one with 500,000 followers and the other one with like 83,000. And it's getting lots of streams. Like it's been online for a week and has 10,000 streams, which is a lot for me. That's really a lot for me. So you never know, right? Universal Sound Shifts writes, very well put with regard to start end of a process. But I guess it's the same with almost all creative processes. Or probably with all processes. Doesn't even have to be creative, right? Okay, like, I mean, right now I'm just going through the track and deciding up to which point it's okay to listen to it and when it starts to annoy me. I think this is going to be more of a contemplative, what's the contemplative. Yeah, that's what I want to say. Contemplative piece. But yeah, at this point it becomes a little bit too much. So we maybe need to change the octave. Or maybe something else. Yeah, this will go right into this here. Yes. Alright, let's delete the time. Deleting time is also quite a nice... Maybe this track is not called #random. That was a suggestion by another viewer, like from Wednesday, or I think Monday. He said, like Ruben is his name, and he said, hey, let's call this #random. And yeah, that's why it's called random. Maybe it's called deleting time. I like the idea to deleting time. We need to make this cut a little bit better. So like this maybe. Nah, we can do better. I mean, I'm a little bit, I'm rushing a little bit, but that's fine. So what type of theater piece is that video for? Man, this would really lend itself well to a kick drum, but I'm so bad at doing these. To feature these melodies here. I'm not sure if there will be a violin or some strings playing this with some glissandi, like. I love glissandi in strings. It's just. Universal Sound Shifts writes, put the beat in, man. Just take a lot of the top off to make it mellow. And maybe make the beat a bit random. Hashtag random question mark. Yeah, maybe. We know there's a guy, I don't know if anybody knows him. I really enjoyed his music. He's called Paul, not Kalkbrenner, but Keilhau. That guy. And he has, like, if you have a chance, listen to his stuff. It's really, really good. I think especially the percussion and drums are perfect. And I lately asked him if he wanted to do a remix of one of my tracks, and he did. And I'm going to publish that soon. And yeah, I'm thinking I should sit down with him for some time in his studio, and he should just show me how he's doing drums and stuff like that, because it's really, really good. It's exactly what I love. But yeah, we'll do it my way right now, which is probably not the best way. But Universal Sound Shifts, you're correct. I will take your assumption that it's a good idea to put drums in here, and just do it. I like this one here. No, it's already a little bit muffled, so it's perfect. Wait, I need a impulse. No, what's not impulse? Simpler. Simpler is always good. Not always, but for this particular thing, simpler is just perfect. Hey, and we have 0 dropped frames. I'm highly impressed. Okay, well, first of all, let's save this as a new version. Hashtag random, hashtag deleting time, version 2. All right, now let's add the kick. Let's make the kick. C3, perfect. And it's 1/4 note long. And this one keeps on repeating. So there is that. And this really works well, but already. Hey, Ruben. Ruben, he's the guy whose idea was to put hashtag random as a name. Well, not directly, but in a way it was. Ruben says, hello all, and hello green Felix. Yeah, Wednesday I was red Felix, today I'm green. You can wear yellow tomorrow, so you can call this week of streaming the semaphore. I have no idea what the semaphore is. You know what, I'll just Google that. Some kind of flags. I got an WhatsApp from one of the kindergarten people who look after my daughter, and I have to answer. It's just about when I will pick her up. So we have quite some time until I have to pick her up, actually. So this stream will get something done today, pretty sure. Ruben says Ampeln, traffic light. Now I get it. Funny, Ruben. I'm the Ampel Felix. And Universal Sound Shifts, thank you for that idea with the kick drum. It works really well. Like it's right away. I didn't even put any sidechain stuff on here, which we will do right now. So just to make it more sidechainy. I love sidechaining, it's just the best. Sidechaining, let's put compressor volume shaper. Well, there's a new version of volume shaper, and it's called Shaper Box, and it's much better because it actually, I don't know if anybody of you uses volume shaper. If you don't, you should, because it's really good. But with this older version, it's a little bit laggy, the interface, and the newer version is just faster, which is good. And I mean, again, the benefit of volume shaper is that you can just draw your own sidechain curves. It's just, if you have this here, and we could now draw it. Like the ducking behavior, very short. And you can even go as far as to, use different frequency bands. So you could just put a cut here, and EQ the sidechain, the low end, differently from the high end, and then you can do the high band, mid band, and you can do lots of stuff with this. It's really good. So, you could, for example, just sidechain the low end a lot if you have a kick drum that has lots of low end that you want to come through, and leave the rest as it is, which is good. But I want that pumping effect, so we'll just leave that in. Okay, and we'll also have a mix thing here. Now, and I want this to be MIDI triggered, and for that to work, we'll do something beautiful. Now, universal sound shifts. Here's a little trick. Finally, a production trick. What you can do in Ableton is obviously create, if you have a MIDI track here like this, that is triggering the kick drum, because there's this kick drum here, right? You can put that into a group and add another channel, like create a new chain, which is empty right now. And if you add an external instrument to that new chain, you can send the MIDI not only to external instruments, but also to internal instruments, which is kind of confusing because the name of that device is external instruments, but nonetheless you can do that. Now I've chosen 7 group, which is piano group. Let's call this piano group. And now that MIDI here not only triggers the kick drum, but also that volume shaper on the piano group. That means if I'm deactivating this right now, the sidechaining is also off, and if I activate it, it's on again. Which is really handy because then you don't have to manually add this in or out or whatever. So let's also call this piano group so I know where that sidechain is going. And let's do another one of these, which will go to synths. And afterwards we can refine this, obviously, but this is just right now for rough, quick and dirty, dirty sidechaining. Alright. And this one will go to the synths. Let's call this synths group, so we know what happens. Now we have sidechaining on everything, which is nice. And we can use the mix knob to adjust it, which is also nice. Okay. Well, it's a little bit aggressive right now. And it doesn't really carry that long, so we have to do something else. Yeah, but like I said on the last stream as well, Ruben, there was a time a couple of years ago where I just bought one color t-shirts. I like that a lot. Oh, that's a good one. maybe it's really bad. The last time I tried this, the next day I think I went back to the track, heard the kick drum, was like, no, bad kick drum, and deleted it. So, but right now I'm thinking, like, when I hear this is still bad. I don't know. We need to change the synthesizer here. Just adjusting the volume of the kick drum a little. Maybe it's at -3. Okay. Ruben says one color is good. You could also add a mask in OBS and become transparent if you want. Oh, really? I can? Oh, I want to try that. How do I do that? Wait, face camera. Let's see if I can add an effect. That would be so... Oh, that would be beautiful. You know what? Ruben, this will make my day if we can do that right now. Let's see. If I go to the... I'll try that. No! Go back! Wait. No, this might be boring for everybody, but I'm still going to try. How do I add filters? Ah, filters. Ruben says, those cable guys plugins seem interesting. They have quite a few collection of shapers. Yeah, they're good. They're really good. I think they put together... Oh, wait. Color key. Yes. I think it's possible. Green. Okay, close. Doesn't work. They have a really good collection. They also have one that does, I think it's for filters. And I use this a lot on like weird bass sounds. I don't use it anymore, but it's a lot of fun. It works. Wait, okay, close. I like this. Okay, Ruben, thank you. Thank you for that tip. I will leave it like that for now. Also, my eyes become transparent. Okay, enough of that. Thank you. Yeah, and they have... Wait, where is it? Like cable guys. There's another alternative to the cable guys. Ruben says, now we can see the inside of your soul. Yes, and the inside of my soul is... Wait, is a test screen. It's kind of sad, but that's the way it is. Okay, let's go back. Oh, and I like that. Like, again, dropping the kick. That's good. And then... I don't think we need this. I mean, it was a nice try to have this G major chord here instead of a G minor. Yeah, this one. It doesn't really fit, I think. Yeah, that's better. I think we'll stick with that variation. And delete time. wrong screen. So sorry. Yeah, we need to work on some of the electronics, but I think that kind of works, actually. I might be wrong. But right now I think this works. And we need to add lots of stuff, but maybe we don't. Scan the kindergarten person. Oh, that's good. Oh, I like that. Rune says, nice addition with that kick. Yeah, right? That was the idea of universal sound shifts. And it was a good idea. It's a good idea. I like it. I mean, yeah. Or let's put it that way. He or she encouraged me to try it again because I was kind of like a, in German you would say a burnt child, ein verbranntes Kind. Well, German language can be cruel. Yeah, but from my last experience with the kick drum, where I just went back and was like, oh no, how could I ever try that? That was bad. I think it was with the Ruben track. I tried the kick drum and it was like, eh, not so good. Okay, I think we need to work on that electronic track here. Now, as this whole track here is pretty much an improvisation, you know, I'll just delete this. I mean, there needs to be something like that. Ruben says, yeah, I don't like to be kicked. I like your type of anti-humor. Really works well with, resonates with my sense of humor. Okay, maybe... Oh wait, stop that kick drum here? I don't know. Hey, and why not go into a... So what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, Davey DS9, sounding good. Thank you. Thank you. And thanks for showing up. You're new as well, or have you been here before? Yeah, I always love it when there are new people here. Thank you. How was your day? David's 9. Yeah, I kind of like this, but well, actually, I think this can be. David's 9 writes, Lurker, not really much of a participating presence. Been good. What about you? Yeah, I'm okay, I think. I'm really looking forward to this stream today because I want to get some stuff done. And this is promising. And we have quite some time to do that, like 2 hours left, I think. And we're already on it for like an hour or something. Not quite. So I think this track will get pretty far today. Well, I like that. I actually like that a lot, even without any synthesizer. I like that. Maybe the track sounds like that, right? David's 9 writes, judging from this track, you're doing great. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's a good feeling in the belly when there's a good track, or when you feel that there's something good about to come out of my. I don't know how to put it. You know what I mean. I hope. And hey, it's great that I mean, lurking is also awesome. I do that a lot on other people's live streams, but it's also nice to get to know you a little better. But I know both perspectives, actually. You know what? I think how this will go is that we'll start like this. You'll just hear the pedal being pressed from the piano. So maybe we'll just up this here. Then piano and kick drum will start like that. And actually maybe this thing shouldn't be, showing itself in its full harmonic glory. So maybe we'll just start with the first 4 chords or 5. I think this one should be there, otherwise it will be too generic. Ruben says, for me, it is quite hard to let go of a work in progress. Yes. But it's also, you're also excited to get back to it, So for me, it's quite hard to let go of work in progress, even if I know it's not good enough. How do you decide when to throw away a track? It's more of a feeling, when you revisit a track after a couple of days and you weren't quite sure about it, but you're just giving it a spin with a fresh pair of ears with really a couple of days of distance, and then it doesn't really quite hit in any regard. It's okay, but it doesn't really do anything. Like with the, I'm sorry that I've called it Ruben, but yeah, the track we've been working on before that here, where it was okay, but I don't know, it didn't quite cut it. So, and then yeah, that was it. But this one is good, I think. Okay, you know what? We'll record the beginning again. Just with this harmonic progression developing. We have these little blobs, dum 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 bum 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 bum, and then there's another blob, bum 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 bum. And I think these blobs should develop. Like they should start very small and then go longer, and the harmonic progression gets a little bit longer, and there's another chord added and another chord added and another chord added, until at some point that progression is pretty long, and you didn't really it's more of a process than mere repetition right now. I mean, it's good right now. It's not bad right now, but yeah, I think it can be better. It can be better. So let's make it better. And for that, I will just put the kick drum here. And I will loop this. And then we'll hit the record. Hit the record button, and then I sometimes really love to talk with a very bad German accent. It's just, I kind of like accents because some people have the tendency to be ashamed of it, or I have a bad accent, but people understand you, and it's kind of your identity, and that's good. So I sometimes like to do this because it's very relaxing for the voice. So sorry. Okay, you know what? Let's start the recording. I hope it works. Okay, I have to change the setup a little bit. So while I'm recording, I won't be talking into this microphone. And if I will, it will be pretty quiet. So brace yourselves for 5 minutes without me talking, which might be a blessing or a curse. Probably doesn't matter. So I'll have to load a new thing. And wait, a new setup here. And we won't save that. Okay. Now, once I load this, you won't be hearing me anymore. But we'll start recording the piano and just do a couple of passes, and yeah, let's see. Right. Stream. What? What? Huh. That is weird. What? What is this? I have no idea what's happening, actually. Okay, 1 second. Okay. What? What? What is this? What is this? Okay, doesn't matter. You know, that's what happens sometimes. I hope you can hear me. Should all be fine. Okay, that's fine. Now, where were we? Okay, I think we'll just listen to the very beginning of this. Okay, it's panned very weirdly. Or is it? Yes, it is. Ruben says, you're being heard correctly right now. Thank you. What the panning here was really off. I don't know what happened here. I cannot pan a clip, right? Okay. Well, I have to be on. I changed my setup here a little bit between streams, so that might be the reason why it looks a little bit different here. Let's just adjust the volume so that it's roughly the same. Okay, that sounds okay. And the KM184s. Are they also a little bit... Oh, are these my headphones? David's 9, right? Sorry, I had to leave the PC for a while. Well, David's 9. I'm flattered by you listening, watching, even writing, and so there's not a reason at all in the world for that you would have to excuse yourself for not watching. You know, I'm really grateful if you do and if you're getting something out of these. And that you know, manage to jump over that hurdle and just type something, which is, you know, weird. So I'm always a little bit nervous when I type something in on a live chat or live stream of somebody else, and you know, thinking, how will they answer? Will they answer? And then the screen is answering, and that's, you know, it's a weird thing, but it's a beautiful thing in a way. Well, is this just my headphones, or is this extremely off? I think the panning is really far to the left. Or right, I mean. Yeah, it's really, really far to the right. So let's make it a little bit more, pan it a little bit more, like to the middle. Something is really weird here. Okay, now, first of all, I'm not sure if this is even better than before. Like, if let's have a listen. Now the panning here is pretty much off. Well, okay, it's definitely not worse. Let's have a listen with kick. Okay, and maybe this one can start a little bit earlier. That was a little bit too long, just like here. Okay, and let's delete some time. And what I always think is funny, like there might be a couple of hundred people who actually will listen to this track and will see the name of the track and think, hey, deleting time. What does it mean? What did he mean by that? And very often I think it kind of ruins the potential when people actually know where this came from. So, I think deleting time will probably be the title of this. But only because I was deleting time between these blobs. So, it doesn't have any philosophical implications or anything, but it's just... And once you know that, it's kind of lame. That's why I sometimes think it's much better to not show the process. But yeah. Okay, let's put that here. Ba-bam! Delete some time. Ruben says, writing is good, otherwise just imagine a bunch of people audibly telling you what measure they like or to add a bass. All this while you try to concentrate on inventing art. Well, it's kind of it kind of works, and in a way I need this. Or I feel it's kind of liberating to, like, in the process itself, be connecting with people. I know the people I've talked to about these live streams, they were more like, "Wow, how can you do that? I would never be able to concentrate and to actually create something." But this actually for me is part of this whole process right now, and I'm literally writing this whole piano EP, and also the Baiju Dolphin, which was the first track I actually created on stream. I would have never written anything like that if I wasn't streaming. Would have never written anything. Yeah, you know what I mean. I mean, it changes the way I perceive the music I write, and I feel like I have to finish some stuff. This pressure to actually finish the ideas you're working on is much higher, and that's a good thing for me, at least, because that way I don't give up that easily. So I'm more, it kind of helps me. Because earlier I would just say, no, I don't like this idea, and throw it away. And I don't like this, and throw it away. And then start working on this for 20 minutes, and I don't like this. And that makes for a pretty bad live stream experience, I think. Also, I feel like, that pause could have been longer, I think. So that really helps me. And also like the idea that there are people out there watching this process, and we can actually, not only connect via you listening to the music I made, but we can actually kind of do this together in a way, and already connect while creating this is kind of, I don't know, I like this. But I totally understand if there are people for whom this will not work. Oh, that's too much reverb. This is what we need. I like this. Maybe it shouldn't even go down. That's what I thought while playing it just the other minute. It shouldn't go down, this melody thing. It should just stay there, and then this new thing starts. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Okay, we need something else here. But until until the up to that point, it's pretty nice. I like it. So let's listen to that old one. Although that's also nice. Now that is a difficult call. It's kind of similar in a way. It's very similar, but let's see if we start this here. No, there. Okay, it needs to be one quarter note there. I'm not sure if I like this more. And I'm pretty sure I like this beginning here. So maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe we didn't have to re-record. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, this is good. I think we'll use this. Some reverb. And some more key clicks. Let's listen to the beginning. Yeah, I like this. Now, what can we add that would not make this really, really cheesy? It's kind of difficult. I'm getting lots of emails here from Tidal. Tidal wants me to pay money to them. Okay, we also need a kick drum that goes do 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 bum bum bum, and for that to do that, we need to understand what I'm playing there, because I don't fully understand what I'm playing there. I mean, rhythmically, it's not that easy, but it's not that simple. It's not that hard. So I'm just playing dum dum dum. This is the click. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm playing bum 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 bum. So it's 3 against 4. Bum 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 bum. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So it's four kicks in the time of 3. That's actually not that hard to. Shouldn't be that hard to do. So in the time of 3 kicks, we have 4, and then we just, hey, now universal sound shifts. If you're still there, here's another music production technique for you. No, it's actually for everybody, for everyone. We'll just have 1, 2, 3 because we want 4 because we want to have 4 in the time of 3, And we'll just add another one, because with that last one, we get this beautiful handle here. And with that, we can just do this. Now, I'm thinking this could have probably be done in a much easier way. So these are just dotted eighth notes. But hey, now you could do this with far more complex polyrhythmic structures. You could have 11 against 4, or whatever. All these beautiful things you could have been yours. Now let's do this, and this should just be the. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. And let's give this a different color as well, so that I know this is the rhythmic illusion thing. Let's see how this. Ruben says, maybe try a walking bass line at some point, something twice as fast as the green kick drum. Like dum 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 dum. You know what I like actually are these very like a walking bass line for me is kind of like a jazzy thing, which I'm not really into. But what I really like are more like how do you call this? Like generative. If you do dum 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 dum, then you add one note and another one dum 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 bum 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 bum, and it goes. It's basically you're listening to a process of adding a note to a scale that's ascending. So I could see that. Dun, 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 dun. You know what? But actually, right now I would, rather than adding at the low end, I would be adding, because the low end with the piano is pretty full already. If we look at the spectrum here. No, okay, the low end is not really full, but I mean the bass, the bass region, which would basically be between 100 and 800, 700. That's where the root notes should be of the bass. And the whole sub-bass region is something we could work on later. But I think that should just support the bass right now. And this region here is pretty full already. And what's not full is this here. So I would maybe, look for something which could go into that region. And so some. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. I always wanted to play with the Model D. I have this. I don't know if you know this. Behringer has a very nice cover. Not cover. Kind of a cover in a technical musical instrument world. A clone of the original Moog Model D, and this Behringer Model D is really good. It's really good at like 1/10 of the price of the original. So, and I'm using this with the key step, which has a nice arpeggiator and a sequencer. So. Let's see what we can do with this. Now, I like the approach of just having a track that's improvised in a way. And honestly, the best tracks I wrote were made that way. Let's see what happens if we just add this here. So if there's not too much planning involved, if I'm just going with the flow. by going with the flow, I mean on an instrument. Like having my fingers on the keys and just the knobs and fiddling around with it while I'm playing. Okay, let's listen to the beginning, because that's probably how it will start. One thing I don't like about this is that I didn't really play on time. It's bothering me. This one, this whole passage is really not really tight. Now what I would try right now is to adjust it a little bit. Okay, we need the grid first. Oh, this one here is on. That's also on. This one is okay. This one is, I don't know. This one here. I think it's too fast. I'm rushing. Wait, go back. What? Oh, okay, that's what I wanted. Yeah, this one. It's rushing. But I don't think we can fix this easily. And it's really obvious because there's a kick downbeat here. And they should align, but they are not. They are like too many milliseconds apart from each other to you know what? Maybe we can try something and just move all of this whole passage a little bit to the right. Although this one here is fine. Damn. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it anyway. And I don't want to re-record this right now. Let's deactivate the grid and just move this slightly to the right. Let's see if we can get away with this. And most importantly, if it makes it any better. Some beautiful crossfades. All right. And here as well. Yeah, it kind of works. It kind of works. Yeah, it's better. Whew, that was unexpected. And again, I'm so laggy. That's so bad. And I mean, I'm catching up, but oh man. Is this dragging? I think I'm rushing again. Okay, let's see if we can do the same thing here. Oops. No, that's not what I wanted. I think here at this point it's fine again. Yeah, well, we're just correcting stuff I did wrong here. Okay. Wait, no, if I'm rushing, it should be there. Okay, and I think I'm dragging. I'm not rushing. It's really hard to tell. I always have to think of that scene from Whiplash. Were you dragging or were you rushing? Where the teacher just... That's better. Is a very bad teacher to his student. I guess it's one of the iconic scenes from that movie. Yeah, but it's like, I think it's not accurate. I hope it's not accurate. It's more a work of science fiction than anything else. Okay, that cut here is really bad, but we can make that work, I think. So, like that. Yeah, that's okay. This one here is still a little bit bad. We just have to move these points, I think. But at this point here, there will be some other elements involved. Maybe we can move that a little bit. What I was trying to say is that there will be some masking going on. So there will be other frequencies that will mask what is going on here. And with that, you know, these cuts won't be so noticeable. I hope. But that one was worse than it was before. You know what? We'll leave it like that. Yeah, that's okay. No, that old one is better. I will keep this nonetheless, but what I like about this a lot is that at this point you think, okay, that's where it will, that's the whole phrase. But then this one, so there is an element of surprise, and I like to have these. Now, what are we going to do? Well, I think actually right now I think we need more elements. I was thinking maybe we would just cut this track up, or like only the piano track, and then add layers and layers on top of this, but I think this doesn't really work. Or it doesn't work the way I want it to work. So just I think adding layers now and then seeing where it takes us is a good idea. And we definitely have to use this rhythm at some point. Like change the meter. And then at some point go back. But not with this boom boom thing. So there needs to be a point where these downbeats align, where the downbeat of this thing and the downbeat of the slower one align. But there are some of these. That shouldn't be a problem to find. No, I think we'll start adding layers. I like this. I think, at least right now, I think the kick drum works. The beautiful thing about these improvisations is that I played it differently each time and with small variations every time, so it's really not the same chord. Like, yeah, like this. Okay, what will we add now? I mean, this thing here is okay. I'm thinking let's go back to the very original. We could add these piano loops, which might be interesting. So we will just do a piano loop effect recording on the piano. This will be fun. And then we can just play around with the effects live, which is also fun. Yeah, but I need to go to the toilet before that. Ruben says maybe alternating thirds. Now the reason I usually really don't like these is because you've heard these so many times. Okay. Wait. Oh, okay. Wait, you actually, Ruben. That's nice. Ruben actually just sent a couple of notes. A flat, F. We'll try this right now. So A, F. Then B flat, G, C. That's possible. So just, you know, taking part of the harmony and that's possible. So double time. Now, yeah, that's a possibility. We could do it like this. Well, you know, one thing I just noticed is that I like the synthesizer here, this sound when it comes in. I mean, this is like built already in a way that there is some kind of drop off. We're in a higher octave right now, and then when we go back, there's a kick drum, there's the low octave, and there's the synth. So it's and there should probably be something with more high end, like something more percussive. And the minor thirds, yeah, the thirds. Let's see. Ruben says it's just what you already played, nothing fancy. Yeah, but that's, you know, exactly what I'm looking for, I think. I don't know. No, maybe not. I don't know. No, I'm actually looking for just layers to add to this. Because I think right now the core idea is strong enough to sustain a track, I think. Like with these pauses and silence, like silence in air quotes. The melody is good. I like the harmonic progression. The kick works, I think. I mean, but one big feature of this track is the silence and the time it gives itself to just have these chords ring out. So there shouldn't be too much happening right away. I think that's one of the. So, oh man, I need to go to the toilet, people. I'll be right back. I love working on this. This is going to be good. Okay, but I'll be going to go to the toilet, fill up my water bottle with water, I mind you, and I'll be right back. right, welcome back. Now I'm kind of transparent. That is just something, a new look I wanted to try. I kind of like it. Okay, nonetheless, let's go back to the screen. Yeah, now I'm not transparent anymore. Let's have a listen again with some pair of fresh ears, like a little bit fresh. Ruben says, anti-humor, just found out what it means. I learned something today. That's good. Like I said, we're you know... Well, maybe that was the wrong word, Ruben. Maybe it was the wrong word. But it's some kind of dad humor, maybe. Dad jokes. Okay, but this definitely needs something more. Now, the third idea, Ruben, is something which is okay, but I think it's too much movement. I'm just thinking what we can do layering wise. It's so funny how just a simple saw wave on the Ref2 with some reverb and some cutoff automation. That's it. It's just... I love this synthesizer. You know what? I'll try an effect I've been using for quite some time. Wait, I'll just set up the camera so that you can actually see what I'm doing. Doop 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 doo 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 doo. All right. Yeah, that's a better view. Okay, yeah, I think I'll just wait. You know what? Let's do this. It's even better. Hey, it's kind of weird placed. Should be in the middle like that. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I think I'll first start improvising some textures on the Ref2, and then I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe then we'll move to the Model D, and we'll just play around a little bit. Okay. So let's hit record and let's go. Okay. One thing I like to do is have this cutoff be automated with an LFO. And then maybe, yeah, the idea is if you have several voices, each LFO runs separately. So I get these. And you get these melodies. Maybe an octave higher. Melody. Yeah, maybe. Now I think the melody of the piano should come through first. It's the most important. Oh, the last one was okay. Yeah, Ruben says there is no other way for a dad than making dad jokes, and it's true. Oh well, something like this maybe. But we need more pads. So. We still have like 1 hour left on the stream. And we can do a lot with this. No, that's okay. That's okay. I would like to do something more. More, please. Let's delete these. Okay. Hey, maybe we'll go to the piano and do some yeah, I want to do that. Let's go to the piano and do some loops. Now for that to work, we would need, yeah, I'll just duplicate this piano group. Delete everything that's on there and call this piano group 2. And then I'll move to the piano, and for about 5 minutes or something, I won't be talking while I'm recording loops for this. And this might be a little bit longer, like this maybe. Okay, that should be fine. Oh. That's the microphone. It's dying. These are the sounds of a dying microphone. But I mean, this thing is really more of a very cheap microphone, and I'm talking right into it all the time. So there is some moisture on the membrane, which is never good. But I don't like to use these big fat pop things. So yeah, poor microphone. It has to suffer a lot, and at some point it will be kaput. Anyway, let's record some loops. I'll go to the piano, and we'll last modified. Okay, don't save, and we'll start. Oh wait, maybe we should save it, because right now it's working and it wasn't before. So let's save it. Okay, and now I'll go to the recording setup. Maybe you can still hear me, but it's quieter. I want to do a really short thing, but it doesn't really let me. I will add another pedal, delay pedal, because I think we can do a lot with that. Right. Well, that was okay. Wasn't as promising as wasn't as good as I thought it would be. But hey, we can still have a listen. And yeah, I mean, Ruben says the synths sound good though, and the higher piano notes would clutter up the sound. And he's right. But right now I'm not looking for something that fits directly, but rather something I can just add later if I need some effects here or there. And of course I was looking for something that works right away. But, I mean, it's still... This is still something we could use at some point as effects. And I would treat it as such. I mean, this is a nice effect, you know, if you could just fade this in and cut it away again. That's a really good effect for a transition. Yeah, we'll have to see where this goes. I think this doesn't go into the track directly right now. Okay, let's unsolo this. Let's listen from the beginning. Ruben says, I like the short loops. Yeah, I think, you know, just using these as some kind of accents here and there. This is, might work. You mean these? I guess Mozart would be proud too. Well, I don't know. I think if Mozart was time traveled into this room right now and was listening to what I'm doing, he would be like, interesting peasant. You make music for easy, simple ears. That's okay. Or probably he would just... I think he was a pretty big asshole, actually. He would probably make fun of me until I would cry. And then time travel back and have a great day. I mean, stuff like that here. This ping pong left, right. Ding, 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 ding. This is something I think we could use. And stuff like that as well. Maybe we'd have to reverse it or stuff like that, but... yeah, I like these. That not so much, but yeah. Let's see. This is good for effects later on. But it wasn't the thing I was looking for. Okay, now I think what I would add now is just a tiny layer of some some very high, thin one-note pad with lots of reverb. Oh, and I recorded the synthesizer doing nothing. Okay, let's build a sound that would work for this. Alright. And I'm thinking more of a... No. Not that... Oh man. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a hum on the... Oh man, that's so annoying. I hate it when that happens. Now when I set the studio up, there was something similar, but I got rid of it using a lot of DI boxes and stuff like that. But apparently it's back. I mean, for the sound I'm thinking right now, this will not be a problem because we can just filter it out. But it's there. And it's very annoying. Yeah, I will have to see where this comes from between the streams. Okay, let's add some attack. And some release. Nice. So I'm thinking a very high, thin layer with lots of reverb. Oh, that's actually pretty nice here. And I think maybe a little less reverb and some more LFO on the frequency. Yeah, just very subtle. Maybe. Oh yeah. Not. Now that's another thing I cannot use. Ah, well, that so annoying, this hum. Damn. Yeah, I've literally spent days trying to get rid of this. And it has to do with the power supply and this flat and everything. It's really annoying. And we won't be able to fix this here on stream. So because of that, we won't use this beautiful pedal here because it brings up the noise even more. And we'll build something else. We'll build it around that. Okay, I just had to switch the clock setting again. That's why you didn't hear anything. Okay, let's try a sound like this. Maybe higher even. Maybe with less reverb. What if we just used almost no reverb? Maybe. Hey Cal. Cal says, "Hey all, am I late?" Well, define late. I've started I think quite some time ago actually, and I still have about like 40 minutes I can continue streaming. So yeah, we're 2 minutes, 2 hours in. But it's good. Nice to see you. How are you? Ruben says, it's from the ghost of Mozart, that's for sure. No, the iBox can save you from that. Yeah. Oh man, Mozart. He's not only haunting me in my, you know, sitting in my back when I'm composing, but also creating hum and buzz. Yeah, it's really... Oh man. What could this be? Oh, I'll try another thing. One more thing. Okay, it didn't help. Yeah, you know what? I think we'll have to live with that for now. Okay, let's have a listen and try to play something with the synthesizer to that. Oh, Kel asks, first of all, he says, "Good, thanks. What's your idea for this track? Just the start." Yeah, it's just really the starting point for this track. It's also taken from one improvisation. I think this one is from June. And yeah, it's really just like started about like the last stream. I think we started doing this, and it really didn't go very far, but we got this piano improvisation here. I'll play that for you. And we added a kick drum today. And we cut this. And added some sidechaining here. Yeah, I'm not so sure about the kick drum anymore. Well, but it's okay. You know what? We'll just accept it for now and play something. That sounds more like tinnitus. Yeah, I'm looking for some pad that's just on top of that, filling out the top end a little bit. Maybe we should go for something more rhythmical. Cal says, nice, so you went with your kick drum. Yeah, well, you know, with the other track the other day, I kind of gave up on that track entirely. But yeah, I felt with this track it also kind of felt right. At least, I don't know if he's still there in chat right now. Universal Sound Shifts, who was there earlier, like I think one hour ago, wanted a kick drum, and I thought he or she was right. So we tried it, and it kind of worked. Yeah, maybe you could see like it's way too full right now. I'm just adding layers to remove them later. Way too much, but let's see. That's enough material. Now, first of all, I'm going to put a high-pass filter on that because that hum is killing me. Now let's mute the input. Wait, I'll show you the screen real quick. There we go. Okay. Well, I felt that in the end this thing was quite usable. Let's try this here. What? Oh no! Okay, no, was it recording? Ah, okay, this track was still on record. Oh man. Yeah, you see this? This fucking... Oh man. Cal says maybe try 2/4 kick instead of 4/4. Sorry, I'm not good with music math. It might be horrible. Oh well, that's actually a good idea. You you shouldn't make yourself that small. Belittle. Don't belittle yourself. I think that's be bold. I think it's a good idea actually. We'll try this. What we've also tried was a little like polymeter thing here. I thought that could work. You know what? We'll just try this right now. So let's make. I think the. Okay, that sounds like crap. I mean, what I've played here, not. Wait, let's make it smaller. Minus 6 dB. Oh man, and we need to filter. I'm so sorry. We need to do this first. Wait, I have to check something. Okay. No. Oh, okay. Now. Okay, let's try that kick drum thing. Yeah, you see here the root node of that synthesizer is somewhere around there, so everything else can be filtered out. And we'll do that radically. So then, you know, that hum is really quiet. And at that point we can just filter it out. Oh, just fade it out the... Okay, that was pretty crappy whatever I played there. Maybe that was not the best idea. Nah. Okay, I think the track should really start like this. Just piano and kick. And you know what? Cal will try that right away. We'll try it in the beginning first, and maybe later as well. Oh, that's very interesting. I mean, depending on how crazy we want to be with our kick drum patterns, we might do something like this. But not like this, wait. But rather like this. You know, where we slowly accelerate the kick drum. That might be interesting. Okay, let's have a listen to this. I'll be curious. Now, one thing this gives away right at the beginning is, I don't know, there are lots of syncopation because of that, you know, because of the longer kick. Now that pad here works well. Now that's I like these crazy kick drum patterns. Kel says it makes it seem slower, more breath. I prefer it, to be honest. Yeah, I like it too. I think maybe not in the very beginning. No, because somehow I don't like the fact that it gives away the syncopations. Well, not gives away, but it gets rid of these syncopations. I know. I don't know how to. Like it's. Well, I'm not sure. Well, now we have 3 versions. Now this is... Now I think what I wanted to say is this kind of works against the rhythm of the piano, which is nice. But it makes the kick drum feel more like its own element. Like, you know what I mean? It separates these two elements from each other because they kind of not fight against each other, but in a way they do. In a way they do, which is nice, which is a great effect, and we will use this, I think, later, but maybe not in the beginning. Because in the beginning I'm looking for something where you have to adjust your ears to what you're hearing first, and I want to really have this very gradual, slow build-up of complexity. So maybe we could also do this. But then again, I think, and also it's kind of a genre dogma. What's not dogma? Like this topos. Or like a something you know, something your ears know. They're like this. It's a rhythmic juxtaposition that you got used to, or you kind of recognize. And I think we'll play around with these other two later in the track. I'm not sure where, but we will play with these. Like that. The halftime is really good. I like that. That's also nice if it's... Yeah, Kel says, yeah, I know what you mean. That's probably referring to the reason why I want to have this, two elements more work together more than against each other, at least in the beginning, because they are just two. And then Kel says, maybe a snare could tie it in. And I'm really, really careful with snare drums because they are like very, they draw lots of attention, and they are like a trademark of a song. So I would rather have some percussion, what we can do. Maybe we'll do that. We'll look for some Foley, and that's something I like to do. Sometimes this works great, sometimes it's just crap, but you never know. So let's have some maybe some forest stuff. I was walking through forest and was recording everything. I can't find it now. Nature, maybe? Yeah, nature. It's empty. No. Too bad. Wait, where is it? Human animal atmos. Here. Okay. Field recordings. Walking down a street now. I want something with birds chirping. Here in Tiergarten. I was in Tiergarten here in Berlin. Maybe that's too noisy, that thing. Let's see. Oh, that's very short. It's just very, very short. Okay, and Dropbox actually has to download these. Oh, it's a beat? What? I seem to have cut these up already to make a beat out of this. That's kind of weird. I don't want that. Let's see. I used this once. Yeah, this is nice. Come on, let's use this. It's kind of a rain thing. Let's quantize this. That's the nice thing in Ableton. You can just quantize these. Okay. And then we'll use the transients to... Actually, these are way too few. Nah, this won't work. This won't work. We need a lot of transients. You know what? Let's record some piano and do it with that piano sound. So we'll just make some noises on the piano again. This has kind of worked in the past. Maybe it will work again. Okay, insert time. We'll do a loop here. And let's make sure this is the only track recording. Okay, that should work. Okay, and let's record some piano. Ah, wait, better. I think it's a better idea to have the key click microphones record this because they are basically there for all that key clicking sound goodness. Let's go. Okay, that's enough. Enough. And we only need one microphone. That's this one. Now let's put this here. Make it really loud. And again, quantize it. Maybe to an 8th grid. Should be okay. And then also use the transients and just have them fade out. Okay, and now we can just maybe speed this up. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, we'll delete that transient. You must go. Let's pitch it. Cal asks, do you think your tracks would come out much different if you were using another DAW? Yes, yes. I mean, not much different, but different, definitely. That's also, you know, always when people say, yeah, it doesn't matter which DAW you use, they can all do everything. Yeah, that's true, but some DAWs do some things better than others. Like this here, for example, is something which is so easy to do in Ableton that I find myself doing it a lot. And if it was harder, I wouldn't use it that often. So, you know, it has an effect on the music I'm writing. Just as like when I'm writing music with pen and paper, it will be different because the instrument I'm using is different, which is fine. You know, it's not like I want to start a DAW war, which doesn't make sense, you know. But okay, this sounds like crap. Now let's look for another sound. Yeah, but you know, the results will be different. Especially when you're producing music with it. If you're just recording stuff and mixing, yeah, well, it might be different a little bit, but well, there was one sound where I was walking through a forest. I can't find that right now. Yeah, let's look in field recordings. Walking down the street? No, that wasn't there. Gewitter, which is a thunderstorm, wasn't that? Wales, toilet. Michael says you can put the let's go before the bass. Yeah, you can put the let's go, like when I said let's go in that recording, before the bass line kicks in like a DJ. Let's go! Best, I would pitch it down and do something like let's go. And then a clap with lots of reverb. No. Kel says, like, would you still use Ableton if you were recording a guitar band because you know it so well? Probably. I would probably do that because it's really like I don't have to. I can do lots of stuff in Ableton pretty fast and easily. And even though, you know, some DAWs might provide better workflows, I would still have to learn these. And if I don't know the workflows, that benefit is just gone. So yeah, I would probably do that. Or if I do it, record lots of bands, I would probably start learning a new DAW. Probably something like Pro Tools. Yeah, let's try this one here. This is really quiet. Let's see if Ableton can find any transients here. No. No. Okay, so. Well, if you can't find any transients, then we won't do anything. Okay. Nah, it needs to be, you know, with sticks crackling and stuff like that. And there is a sound I can't remember what. Forest. Forest wind? No. Yeah, maybe I'm getting lost in details right now because we have like 20 minutes left. That's not a lot of time. Yeah, you know what? Okay, now Dropbox is trying to download this file, Forest Wind. And the frames are dropping. It's all going down. Nah, it's not really going down. We're still streaming with 3000 kilobits per second. That's 4000 now, which is fine. But now we've downloaded it, we have to listen to it at least. Well, that's good white noise, right? Yeah, but we don't need to use this right now. Like I love to use white noise, you know, in a track to just fill out the high end. If you're sidechaining it as well, kind of works. But right now I'm looking for percussion. Forest, like walk. Man, I can't remember how I named this. I know there's a very good file for this. And I remember recording it. But yeah, walk through now. Breaks. Wald. Let's use the German word. Sounds. Wooden. Waldholz knacken. That might be it. Yeah. Oh man, these are really old. Oh crap. That was still with my ex-girlfriend. Oh man, okay. I have to cut this out. My girlfriend should not wait. Yeah, stuff like that, right. Exactly. That was what I'm looking for. Yes, and there's more. Okay, let's use this. Okay. Consolidate. And now let's use all the transients in here. All right. Well, maybe the 8th note quantization wasn't that great. Let's use 16th. Maybe more interesting. Pitch it down. And then you get this random, but still kind of interesting organic percussion. I like it a lot. Now we need to process this a lot more. Let's first of all, okay, filter. That's a good idea. Kel says found the gold mine. Yeah, well, I don't know if it's gold mine, but it's good percussion. It still has lots of dynamic range, so we need to rein that in a little bit. Not just a little bit, but pretty heavily. And needs to attack really quickly. Yeah, and you know what? Let's add some delay, maybe? No. Oh, yes. No, yes, no, yes, yes. Delay. And I think the sound should be a little bit snappier. So let's bring down the... Okay, more compression. Let's see, and we might need more filtering. But we'll do that afterwards. Let's listen in context. Kel says you could make a nature sample pack. Yeah, maybe. I was thinking about creating a sample pack and just seeing how it goes. The other day, I think Lucy Waves was on stream here, and said I should do that. I should try that. Well, it's still. I feel they are still too long. No, it's at 21. Let's put it to like 7. Maybe pitch it up. No, pitch it down. Pitch it up. Yeah, maybe like that. Now with some delay. And some reverb. Needs more room. It's way too close right now. And it's a little too high. And of course, it's too early. There are lots of things that this might work. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't work right now. Does it feel like? And we might do a filter sweep so that I just put a low cut, a high cut, and just fade this in gradually, like this. You know that they are these things are slowly evolving. So maybe we'll start here. Let's create a new automation and start very low so that there's nothing, and then it slowly rises here until another great feature on with Ableton. Doesn't work. What? Why doesn't it work? Usually when I press Z, it should Ah, now it works, okay. And X to zoom out again. So with Z, you can just zoom onto the area that you just selected, which I like a lot. Now at this point, this sounds like a mistake. Let's put it at 5. I'm not sure about the sound. Let's get rid of the Q. Okay. I'm not sure about this. Okay, we might just use a very small portion of this. Maybe this, and that's repeating. Okay, I'm still very unsure about this. These percussions here. I mean, another very standard thing would be to use shakers. And before I end this stream, pretty soon, I will just throw a shaker on here. If I find it. If I can find it. Crash. Claps. Yes, let's try this very generic thing. And the thing is, it just works. That's the it's just yeah. That's the problem, you know. These shakers and these topoi, they just work. Shake. I mean, works is kind of a big word, right? But and this in particular doesn't really do well, I think. No, it doesn't work. This. I'm pretty sure we won't be using that, but just for shits and giggles. Maybe we have to record something ourselves. It's not like I don't have a shaker egg here. What? Something is... Ah, okay, it's not warped. That's why. And it's the wrong tempo. Now this should be up. Should work. Yeah, it doesn't. Cal says, embrace the genericness, Felix. if you knew how true that sentence is. That goes to the core of what I'm trying to avoid, or what I'm afraid of, and what I don't want to do and still want to do. Yeah, I find it hard sometimes, you know, but I still want to give it a try. So maybe. Yeah, this shaker is pretty off. Who did record this? Not. Well, I like this shaker here. That's a little bit, no. It's modest, a decent shaker. Okay, let's put this at somewhere else. 3. Oh no, it should be here actually. Okay, and let's not use beats, but complex. No, beats is better. Yeah, and now we could just loop this and well, I don't know. Nah, but this is it's kind of off, right? In the off. Yeah, it's on the upbeats. Weird. Okay, so we'll just move this here. It should be on the downbeats, like this. And let's pitch it down. I'm really not so sure this is the best idea here right now. Oh wait, I have to leave. Damn, I have to pick up my daughter very soon. Okay, I'll just finish this one filter thing. Okay, it doesn't work. Doesn't matter. Let's get rid of this. Okay, I'll save this for now. Deleting time version 2. Thank you everybody who has been here. Cal, you are still here. That's beautiful. Ruben was here. And David's9, who was a lurker until today. And Universal Sound Shifts. So thank you, all of you, for being here and joining me on this really weird, beautiful journey to a new piano EP. I think I will be streaming probably not tomorrow. I think on Monday again, if everything works out. So yeah, it has been a pleasure streaming for you, everybody. And I think Ruben says, thank you for streaming again. Have a nice day. Yeah, you too, everybody. Have a nice weekend as well. And see you soon.